Hey, Jerome, you're the first person here, brother. Thanks for being here, man. I'm good. Hopefully you're good, man. You had good lives recently? I try to stop in every time I see, and sometimes I don't even say anything in the chat. I just leave a like, and if I don't have time, but Matthias, I will not forget you, buddy. I remember you, bud. Thanks so much for being here. You guys are the first two in here. All right. Hopefully you guys are having a good Friday night. Seth, thanks for being here. What happened to your super gifts? Only see the... I don't know. That's interesting. I have no idea. I can't see the... It says it's still enabled, but I have no idea. That's really weird. Thanks for bringing that up, though. I'll have to check my whole thing, and I guess we'll see if anybody sends a gift. Maybe we'll be able to tell. But that's really weird. All right. Hopefully everybody's having a good night. I appreciate you guys liking. I see we got 3 likes. You guys are the best. Mango, buddy, I cannot find the green shirt. I keep looking for it, dude. And it's somewhere in this house. I'm gonna find it. I just realized it doesn't say Sebastian anymore. Oh, yeah, no worries, buddy. No worries. What would you do if I sent 200? I would thank you gratefully, and I don't know, make a video dedicated to you, bud. I'll find the green shirt. I feel like my 2-year-old just hid it somewhere, like random. He tends to do that, so we'll see. Let's see. If there is a war, I know whose house to go to. Absolutely, come out here. You're welcome for sure. If the apocalypse happens, you guys come out to Kansas City. We'll do what we can. Shave my head for 75K. Dude, we're almost there. That'd be wild to shave my head. But I do need a haircut. I'll get a haircut. So, Focus Shooter, thanks for being here, bud. How can you afford that? I just saved up over the years. I've been collecting about 7 years, so. You have to engrave Mango into the Colt Python if I send 200. That'd be crazy. I might do that. Nothing full auto. You'll be at 100K by Christmas. It's possible, man. It is possible. We'll see. People keep subscribing like this, definitely. Estimated cost of everything. What it's worth now, I'm thinking probably 80K, 90K, somewhere around in there. Lee, so really I just traded a lot of stuff I didn't need. So I'm not rich by any means or anything, but anyway, Coral, absolutely Mango. Glock 19X, no 19Xs yet. I do have a Glock 19 though. My concealed carry right there. Remember me? I play with plastic. I don't know if I do, bud. Yep, you're allowed to have all these. Absolutely. There's no restriction on the amount of how many you can have. Yes, we do have guns and Legos, for sure. Springfield Infield, M1 Mini 14, 1911. I've got most of those, except for the Mini 14, I think. Would I advise getting an SKS for a first rifle? They're not bad. You could definitely do worse than an SKS, that's for sure. Let's see. I play plastic, definitely, dude. I'm alert tonight, but I'm live soon. Yeah, no worries, buddy. No worries. You go do what you got to do. Yeah, so the PSG-1 is an HK SR9T. So this is like the poor man's PSG-1. The story on that is the assault weapons ban was looming, and HK was trying to make like essentially HK91s, but like target and I guess more like sportsman rifles. So they made these models, the SR9, the SR9T, which is this for target. And then they had the SR9TC, which was target competition. In the hopes that they wouldn't get banned, they still got banned anyway. So these go for about 10K. And yeah, got the whole Resident Evil lineup. I do love Resident Evil. Absolutely. Sebastian, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. HK, she looks real pretty. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. No gold AKs connection, but I do have a gold Desert Eagle. So 6.7. My 6-year-old has been coming home from kindergarten saying 6.7. Cool, man. Thanks for talking about it. Anytime. Yeah. Well, absolutely. Do I? No, I don't. get rid of, these are just my collection. So took Battlefield to a whole new level. I definitely prefer Battlefield to Call of Duty. So Joel, I'm sorry, man. Sorry to hear that. Right beside the high point. Yeah, it is right beside the high point. Yeah. I just thought that'd be kind of funny. John Swanson, thanks for being here. Gaming Forever, I appreciate you. Blaze, I need to get some like extended magazines and stuff. I just haven't gotten any yet. I got a few Mosins. Got about 8. Do I play Airsoft? I used to play Airsoft when I was way younger. A young lad, like 14, 15, but I haven't in a while. My niece saw me play Watch Dogs today, and she said the character said 6'7". Nice, dude. I haven't played Watch Dogs in a long time, Mango. I never played the second one, just the first one. Yep, we do have a Mauser, Spanish Mauser right there, model 1916. How many Mosins? I've got 8 HF. I've got 3 right here. There's a 4th one, 5th one, 6th one, 7th. This one's my favorite, and 8. I do have an M1 Garand right there, M1 Garand. Anytime we get super chats, we do a ping with it. And if there's anything you guys want me to rack or something, send a super chat, let me know, and I will do it. Average American, pretty much. Yep, they're all real guns. I do have a couple of Glocks. I've got 2 out right now, Glock 19 and Glock 21. I also have a Glock 26, but I don't have it with me. Yeah, Mango, awesome, dude. Awesome. How do you compare mower to Mosin? A B-Smith, I'm not really sure, bud. Springfield rifle. I do have a Springfield trapdoor, model 1884, right there, 4570. Do I have anything with a drum mag? Not really, but I do have a helical mag on this PSA Steizen. That's 52 rounds and 9mm. Okay, can I please come? I mean, yeah, probably, for sure. Is that a Desert Eagle? I'm back. Can you rack the Mosin, please? You got it, Train Stalkers. Absolutely. Thanks for the 2, bud. Let's get some W's in the chat for the Train Stalkers. We're going to rack that Imperial Mosin right there. 1898 is the date on that. And let's do it. Thanks so much, Train Stalkers. I really do appreciate you, buddy. All right, here we go. This is the Mosin. One more time. All right, 1898 Mosin. And we'll do an M1 Garand ping, because anytime we get super chats, we do an M1 Garand ping. So, Train Stalkers, this one's for you, bud. 3, 2, 1. Thanks so much, man. I do appreciate you. All right, we'll get that back on the wall. And let's keep going. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Hey, Tyrant Hunter, how you doing, bud? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you, bud. All right. If you guys haven't checked out NC Tyrant Hunter, definitely check him out. He's got an awesome channel, too. The M1 is what I take. I do like the M1, for sure. I like both. The M1 Garand, M1 Carbine. So, no Mac 11s. The closest thing is this right here, Steyr SPP. Hey, y'all, I'm still trying to reach 100K, or 200K. Nice, man. You got this. You got it. Everybody go subscribe to NC Tyrant Hunter. Get him to 200K. MP40 or STG44. I like both, but man, I really like the MP40. I want one, for sure. Mauser versus Mosin. I think Mausers are definitely nicer, but I definitely love the Mosins. That's my first rifle. I got to remember where I came from, man. Let's see, Pandu. No, I don't think I could get rid of any of these. I'd regret it. So, is that a pump action 22 or something else next to your Springfield? Are you talking about this right here? This is a pump action 12 gauge, but yeah. What a weapons collection, buddy. Very proud of you. Hey, thanks so much, Smology. I really do appreciate that. Joined just in time to see the garbage rod, the beloved. Absolutely. Love the garbage rod. Am I the real life John Wick? I am not. I often say I'm the Wish version, like Juan Wick. That's me. What's my oldest gun? This one right here. Japanese Matchlock from 1700s, an old Tanegashima. So, is that a PSG or an HK-G3 variant? This one's a weird one. It's an HK SR9T. So it's essentially an HK91 with PSG1 parts. It's a weird one. HK was trying to skirt the assault weapons ban when they made that. It ended up getting banned anyway, so that's a pre-ban right there. Also, my Colt SP1 is another pre-ban as well. What gun is that? So it's a Marlin model 23, 24. Very old. I don't think it's in good enough condition to shoot, so it's a wall hanger pretty much. So, hey, I'm back. Hey, Quentin, thanks for being back, bud. Should I get a 10-inch 300 blackout? I honestly don't know much about 300 blackouts. Any of you guys in here got 300 blackouts? If so, what do you got? What are you guys running? Love my 308. It's my oldest one. Nice, dude. Newest gun is the Colt Python. Got that about probably a month and a half ago. So it's about time we get something else. We'll see. I'm not sure what I'll get though. Joven M4. I've got a Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro right there. I appreciate your patience with me. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I got 4 kids. You guys are not as bad as 4 kids, that's for sure. One of them's yelling right now. She's supposed to be going to bed, but it is what it is. Let's see. If you guys like what you see, double tap that screen. 1000 Corbin, not yet, buddy. We'll get there though. Plutonium sphere. If you remember me, or if you can remember, I always want to see the Daniel Defense. Yes, yeah, you got it. Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro right here. We have this ATI. It's an SAI LPVO 1-6. I do like it. It's awesome. Any 30 carbines. Beretta. We've got this M1 carbine right here. Underwood, 1943. Yeah, so my Saiga 12 is actually an SDS Lynx. So it's a Chinese clone. So let's see, little fella, we're getting there, man. There's a lot I don't have, but yeah, it's fun collecting. Half the fun is just like remembering all the trips you took to get all this stuff and all the people you meet along the way, I guess. I don't know. Any muzzleloader, black powder stuff? Yes, we've got this right here, Japanese Matchlock, as well as this Colt rifled musket. 1862 is when that one was made. So, all right. AK-100, I do not have one, not yet. No 22 250s either, H-Money, or H-Monkey, not yet. I don't see a Winchester there. I only have one, actually. And it's this Trunk shotgun. Winchester Model 1200. Oh, okay. I forgot to plug in this light. Let me plug this light in really quick so it brightens that up a little bit. No SVDs, but I do have the Romanian PSL. Not the same, but you know what it's like the poor man's SVD. And it's still pretty spendy. All right, hang on. Let me get this light going. All right, that should help somewhat. I must go. No worries, man. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. There's a few guns that were used in World War II, some World War I. Got a few others with some older, some newer. Yes, your local redneck, absolutely, dude. That's pretty much when I was getting most of these Mosins when they're about that much. So, my dad gave me one when I was probably 13 or 14. They were like 100 beans, because YouTube is weird. But yeah, now they go for more than that, obviously. Any muskets? 1000 Corbin. It's possible this one maybe. This is like the 16th, 1700, something like that. So, yep, Quinn, anytime we get super chats, we do a ping with the M1 Garand. What are your top 5 most expensive? Trunk shotgun's number 1. That's the most valuable. Coming in at probably 10 to 15K. This right here, HK SR9T is probably about 10K as well. Then we kind of get into like, well, I guess Gewehr 43 probably. Depending on, I don't know, those are like 4 to 6K, somewhere around in there. That's very rough math off the top of my head. What else? Maybe the Colt SP1, that's probably like 2,500 beams. And probably that next. So I don't know, something like that. 50 cals. No 50 cal rifles, but I do have a Desert Eagle 50 Action Express. I do love the SP1. The Colt SP1 is one of my favorite ARs. So, okay, you got a Python, but you got the shorter barrel. Nice, man. You're so close to 75K. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. almost at 73,000 subs. We might hit it tonight. We'll see. I don't really want to pay. Yeah, no, I definitely understand, man. Yeah, your local redneck, it sucks, man. That's how it goes. Yeah, you're good, man. Quinn, no worries, dude. I'll do an M1 Grand ping for you, buddy. I got an RPD in Call of Duty. Nice, man. I do like the RPD. I've never actually seen one in real life, but from Call of Duty, yeah, I like it. Quinn, you've been to a couple streams, bud. We'll do an M1 Grand ping for you, buddy. I do appreciate you. Quinn, this one's for you. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, bud. Thanks for always showing up, dude. All right. Let's grab this. No girlfriend. Yeah, no girlfriend. I'm married, though. I got 4 kids, so yeah. I obviously picked right. I can't believe my wife let me get all this stuff, so. M1 Thumb, I have gotten Garand Thumb once. I learned my lesson, so not great. Hate the Garand sound. Man, that's crazy. Let's see. Except like a month ago when you showed me the M1 Garand. Hey, Aaron, thanks, bud. I appreciate the ping. Of course, guys. Yes, so I keep this whole room locked. I do have young kids in the house and all that, so these are all unloaded. Obviously, we treat them like they're loaded, but I keep this whole room locked. So, yet no girlfriend. Not yet. No girlfriend at all. Committed, married man. So, I probably could have worded that a little bit better. So, yeah. No FRTs, not yet. Not yet. No, I do have a few Glocks. I've got a Glock 19 right there and Glock 19 there, Glock 21 there. No, this is not my real hand. It's just a bayonet. This is my real hand right here. Bayonet with a little baby hand on it. YouTube's got some weird rules about touching stuff, so I use this so that YouTube can't say I picked something up. Guys, thanks for 72K, 600 subs. You guys are the best. I do appreciate it. I do have a Steyr M95 right there. I didn't know it makes the same sound. I'm going to have to try that out. I haven't shot it, so that makes sense. That would be funny if it was my real hand. Just that'd be wild. Rarest caliber. So, 25 Stevens right there is kind of hard to come by these days. Out of that that Stevens falling block, as well as 32 rimfire out of this 1864 Smith & Wesson Model 2. So yeah. Trench gun history. So this one's a 1968 Winchester Model 1200. So this would have been Vietnam era. The history on this is the last trench shotgun model used by the U.S. military. So the 1200, after they switched from the 1200, they went to the modern combat shotgun. So no more trench guns. Most of these were destroyed. So that's why this one's so rare, just because most of them were, destroyed. They don't come up very often, so. Anyway, what's your funniest gun? I like the High Point. I think that one's kind of fun. And what else? I mean, the Earl's kind of dumb. I like it, though. And maybe the Cyclops. That thing's insane. Nearly flies out of my hand. How did I shrink my finger? A magician never tells his secrets. I have to go now, so great to absolutely set. Have a great day. I appreciate you. Lowest gauge shotgun I have, probably 20 gauge. Oh, wait. I forget. Probably 12 gauge. I can't remember how it goes. Yep, High Point, Cyclops, definitely. Wanwick, nice name, dude. I like it. I do have a 1911. It is a World War I Colt U.S. Army, made in 1917. Do you have a Judge or a Governor? I do have a Judge. I think the Governor is definitely a little bit nicer, but the Judge works, that's for sure. Bobby, I think we're close to almost 100 guns. Got about 90, somewhere around in there. Biggest gun. So longest gun is this Colt rifled musket right there. That's the longest for sure. Heaviest gun, or like all around biggest, HK SR9T. So yeah, Bobby, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Been collecting about 7 years now, so pretty good collection, I think, for this long, I reckon. Show the MP5. No MP5s yet. Someone was asking about the Nambu. We do have a Nambu right here, Type 14, chambered 8mm Nambu. All right. What are the difference between Gen 4 and Gen 5 Glocks? Dude, I have no idea off the top of my head. I have a Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. I know it has the RMR cut. But as far as Gen 4 to Gen 5, I don't know if... I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, man. Just a few years ago, someone on YouTube Live did something not very good with... Yes, exactly. I figured that's what happened. People doing some really bad, dumb stuff with guns on lives probably made it to where you can't touch anything. So definitely understand it. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I think my grandpa had about 600 guns. No, you're good, Bobby. No worries at all. That's awesome. 600 guns. One day, man. One day. California, yeah, I saw that. Saw that about the Glocks. What magazine do you have that's hardest to get? Good question. I'm going to say either Luger, maybe Nambu, maybe original World War I, 1911. Something like that. Hey, show us the AK and SVD. Also ping. You got it, bud. Thanks so much for donating. Show us the AK. Zastava M70 right there. SVD is sadly just a Romanian PSL, but it's cool. I like it. And let's do an M1 Garand ping. Guy with slides. Thanks for being here, buddy. I still got to respond to your message. I really want the Type 38, but I think I got to save up. Anyway, let's get some W's in the chat for Diaz. I probably said that completely wrong, but let's do a ping for you, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Get this back on the wall. All right. All right. QCQ next to Keltec. What is a QCQ? I cannot think off the top of my head. High Point 995. This is a GHM9 from B&T. This is the Sub 9, and this is a PSA Steizen. You got the 50 truck mounted? I should. I drive a Prius, so I feel like it'd be even cooler, even more ridiculous if I don't know, turn my Prius into like a technical or something. So yeah, we do have the Gewehr 43 right there. He's ready for war? Maybe. All right. I appreciate you guys all being here, seriously. Favorite gun to shoot? That's a great question. I love taking the SVT-40 to the range. That thing's a ton of fun. Desert Eagle's a lot of fun too. It doesn't kick too bad, so it's not that bad. I hate that I actually like those High Point carbines. Cheap and fun. Yeah, absolutely. No circuit judges, I don't think. I think I've just got... I don't know. It says judge. Hang on. Let me figure this out real quick. Oh, it's the public defender. That's what it is. The judge public defender. Do I have any Smiths? I only have one right now, actually. 1864 Smith & Wesson Model 2 Army. What's that gun in between the Gewehr and SVT? So this is a World War I Ross Rifle Mark II and 303. But yeah. Yogi Bear. Yeah, no. Never been a part of the CIA, buddy. Never been. Anything to fire steel core rounds? I don't know off the top of my head, man. Let's see. What's your home defense firearm? So Juan, I have Glock 19. That's what I would grab first. And if I needed a rifle, I'd grab that Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro. If I need a shotgun, I'll grab that Trink shotgun. The Circuit Judge has a stock. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I think I have seen it now that you mention it. But yeah, I don't have one of those. Definitely be cool, though. We do have a gold Desert Eagle. Someone was asking. 50 Action Express. Ridiculous. I like it, though. Yes, my Glock compact is a Glock 19. That's what I carry. Sorry for the repetitive questions. No, you're good, man. Any air sockets? I've got 2 air sockets, a Type 38 right there with that Type 30 bayonet. And what do we got? Type 99. Sadly sporterized, but it is what it is. What car do you drive? Dude, I drive a Prius and a minivan because I got kids. That's about it. Maybe I'll get a cool car at some point, but not yet. If I get a cool car, my kids are just going to like wreck it. They're going to get, I don't know, crumbs everywhere and spilled drinks in it. So they're pretty young. That's why. Good collection or good condition. Oh, thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that. EDC is a Glock 19 Gen 5 MOS. Most fun revolver that I've got. Trying to think. That's a good question. I've probably put more rounds through that Heritage Rough Rider than anything else, but I do like the Colt Python. That thing has lived up to the reputation for me, or to the hype. Let's see. Any Magnums? Just the Colt Python. 357 Magnum. Derringers. Yes, I've got the Bond Arms Cyclops 4570 and the Bond Arms Cowboy Defender and 45 Colt 410. Not just old guns. I've got some new stuff. Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro. That PSA Stuyvesant right there. B&T GHM9. Zastava M70. A few other things, guys. What does it mean when the pistol grip has notches on it? There's a lot of stuff it could mean. Most of the time, I feel like it's probably just going to be somebody trying to do that to make it like seem more desirable. But yeah. I do have a thumper. I've got some 37 millimeter launchers, Federal Riot Gun right here, and a TAC 79, as well as this TAC D launcher as well. Am I military or law enforcement? So I've never been law enforcement or anything like that. I am in the Army. I spent 9 years active duty. Right now I'm in the National Guard though. So it could be 1000 Corbin. I feel like most of the time it's not going to be, but it could be. The Cyclops needs recoil. Absolutely. It's insane. The recoil on that Cyclops right there, crazy. No Jennings J22 pistols. 1911, I do have a 1911 Colt U.S. Army 1911 made in 1917. 11 Bravo, not 11 Bravo, 35 Mike. So I do interrogations, debriefings, just questioning kind of stuff. So do I hunt? I want to do some more hunting. I haven't done a ton of hunting. I've hunted squirrels and rabbits. I went pheasant hunting once when I was like 8. So I need to do some more hunting. Aaron, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you. What state am I in? I'm out in Missouri, kind of near Kansas City. No Smith & Wesson 500s yet, but we'll get there. Do you have the Golden Deagle? Luis. Frank, no, man. It's all legal. Why the High Point? So I've got the High Point because that was the first handgun I ever shot. So, yeah. Didn't they change the 35 Mike MOS to like 90 something? I don't think so. Captain Spilly, I don't think so. At least I haven't heard that. But hey, Consercom, how you doing? Guns and Legos, my brother in Christ, I'm jealous. Crayon Eater, thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. Let's see, best man cave ever. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Try hunting with your sniper? Yeah, maybe. Oh, was it like 80 something and changed back? It used to be something else, I think. But when I joined in 2015, it was 35 Mike, and as far as I know, I think it's still 35. I think 35 series is Intel, but yeah. Give me a good bolt, absolutely. Good shotgun recommendations. Let me start by saying I don't have any of these, but I've heard great things about Remington 870, Mossberg 590. I'm trying to get a Maverick 88 for the channel because I know that one's a pretty good budget one that I've heard. I just don't have one, so I can't really give too much of a recommendation. Okay, your sister's human as well. Nice, man. Yeah. Yeah, so I did that for 9 years active, and I'm going to have to switch jobs now that I'm in the National Guard, but for now I still am. Crayon Eater, maybe a little bit. I feel like that sounds too cool, though. You've got a Maverick 88, security. Okay, nice, dude. Nice. Favorite toy? I don't know, man. Yes, the chameleon-looking one is a 938. So it's like the oh my gosh, 238, but yeah. Going guard from active in a few months. Anything you wish you'd known? Invisible it's just different, man. Let's see, you're going guard from active. Okay, so some things that like people were super anal about on active duty, they're not really in National Guard. I went to the field and like we didn't wear kit, we didn't take anything, like no helmets, no ACHs or anything. And that was just weird. That was weird to me. People with their hands in their pockets. So in a way it's kind of nicer, but I guess it's also unit dependent, so who knows, man. But if you got questions, you can email me, man. I'll try to answer it for you. You'll be just fine, though. I promise. Is this Corbin's Guns? I have no idea. What kind of Legos do I have? I've got a lot of Star Wars Legos, and then there's a Twilight one as well. Need to build that with the wife, so. Let's see. I'm going to need you to destroy the High Point. RDR, I'd probably make some money on that, to be honest. It wasn't that much, so. EDC is going to be a Glock 19 right there. That's what I carry. Legos rock. John Crump News, thanks for being here, first off. Love some Legos. I got a lot more, so. I do hoard my handgun boxes, dude. That's all that up there. Also my, my pilot, oh my gosh, what's the word? Study flashcards, so I'm trying to become a pilot. Most valuable is a, what is it? This right here. Trick shotgun, Winchester Model 1200. Where'd I get the Lugers? This one I got in Missouri, and this one in North Carolina. Both private transfer kind of things, so just found people getting rid of them. So anyway, and they run pretty well. Do you use M14s in the field? We don't use M14. Are you talking about like in the Army? If so, I haven't seen any M14s or anything like that. So. You want me to put the helmet on? I can do that. I can definitely do that. No automatics. No full autos yet, burner dude. But I feel like FRTs are kind of like a poor man's version of getting that. So, Devin, we can be friends. All you guys, we can be friends. I appreciate you guys being here. What's the gun left of the table under it? Like over here? We've got a High Point carbine. This is a B&T GHM9. Kel-Tec Sub 9, PSA Stuyzen. Hey, we need a rack. You're the best. Absolutely. What do you want me to rack, Concert Com? Let me know what you want me to rack and I'll do it. But I'll definitely do the M1 Grand Ping real quick. Let's get some W's in the chat real quick. I appreciate you sending that too, man. Let's do an M1 Grand Ping right now. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Help me be able to continue doing this. Trying to make this into a full-time gig. We'll see. We will see. Now let me make sure if concert. Okay. But yeah, what's the scariest looking gun you would use on Alien Invasion? Probably the Cyclops, dude. All right, but I'll rack that Trunk shotgun just in case that's what you were wanting. So this is the Trunk shotgun, guys. That Vietnam era one. Here we go. One more. All right. Get that back on the wall and we'll keep going. Watch your fingers. Absolutely. Definitely on the M1 Grand. That's very true. Of course, ConcertCom, thanks so much for donating, man. I appreciate you. Let's check the leaderboard. ConcertCom is number 1, followed by Train Stalkers. We got Crayon Eaters, and number 3, Invisible Bear, and Stay is 5th. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys, seriously. Any Yugo AKs? No Yugo AKs. I've got, oh, right there. Yugo SKS, though. Someone was asking about the this helmet right here. This is a Navy Talker helmet from World War II, U.S. Navy, I should say. So I was stationed out in Hawaii for a while, so I went and got this right around Pearl Harbor. But yeah. So I'll put one on. I've got 2. I got both in Pearl Harbor. So I'll put it on real quick and let you guys see me and all that. So it is like really big. It's called a Talker helmet because you're supposed to, well, first off, this is me. I'm Cody. Thanks for being here. Navy Talker helmet right here. I'll throw it on. And as you can see, it's like really big. You're supposed to put a radio under here. And yeah, so I think like dark helmet from Spaceballs. This is like inspired that helmet, as well as the Rebel helmets from Star Wars, something like that. So anyway, it does look like a turtle shell. Absolutely, it does. So I'm going to go ahead and take this back off. But yeah, I'm Cody. Thanks for being here, guys. But I know you guys aren't here for me. You're here for the guns. So I'm going to turn it back around and let you see the guns. Okay. Stay ang exactly, buddy. Hi, I'm back. Hey, thanks, Aaron. thanks for being here. Cheapest one in the collection by far. The Phoenix Arms Raven, right there. No Ottoman Mausers, I don't think. I think I do have Gewehr 88, which I think is a Turkish one, possibly. Hey, Crayon Eater, you're Cody as well. Nice, man. Thanks for being here. Okay, 0311. I'm guessing you're like what, Marines infantry? Correct me if I'm wrong, Crayon Eater. But Shoddy, I've got a few shotguns, SDS Lynx right here. And let's see, a few other things. This Marlin Model 2324. A couple other things. Got this Trink shotgun right there. 7.62 by 54R. Yeah, we got SVT 40. That's 7.62 by 54R, as well as this right here, 9130. And right here as well, PSL. Okay, you're on Schofield. Nice, dude. I was on Schofield too. Are you, let's see, 25th? I mean, I'm guessing probably 25th. I was 25th ID. Let's see, freaking 2nd Brigade. But yeah, I definitely miss Schofield, dude. I do. You'll miss it too. But yeah, definitely tell me your record without telling me, for sure. I love the Trink shotgun too. It's awesome. So, okay. Okay, 3rd Brigade. Nice, dude. Nice. That's awesome. Dude, I used to... I lived on Wheeler for a little bit, and I would always run that hill by the Gulch. I don't know if you ever had to do that for PT, but I miss that hill, dude. I lost so much weight running that hill. Do you have a 22 Cricket? I do. I've got 3 actually for my kids, right there. 22 single shot bolt action. So yeah, definitely good for teaching the young ones. No Barrett 50 cals, not yet. Handguns. I've got a whole bunch of handguns right there. Well, what shoots the biggest round out of the bunch? 45-70. So believe it or not, that one shoots it. The Cyclops. Remington rolling block right there. And what else we got? Springfield trapdoor rifle right there. So, but yeah, if you guys don't know what that looks like, so that's a 22. That is a 9mm. And this one's a 45-70. I do have some M1s, yeah. No SVDs. No SVDs. That one right there is a Romanian PSL. I've got M1 Garand right there and an M1 carbine right there. Yeah, exactly. Autumn Laney, you're absolutely right. It's crazy. John, come on, man. Don't report me, dude. What's the big boy on the wall on the right next to the PSL? So, wait, are you talking about this up here? Colt SP1 or Remington Model 11? That's a riot gun. This is Spanish Mauser. This one right here is a Remington rolling block, Yugo SKS, and Lee Enfield #1 Mark III. Okay, you want the Remington Model 11. Nice. No interventions. No interventions. Nice guns. Hey, Glorious, thanks. I appreciate that. I'm back again, rooting for SKS. Absolutely. Love the SKSs, guys. This reminds me of the scene from Tremors. I need to go back and watch it, dude. I do. A 45-70 pocket pistol is insane. Dude, that thing is... I don't get nervous to shoot much stuff, but that one absolutely makes me nervous. Nobody calls it a Draco. I do want a Draco. I don't have any. But yeah. Should be in jail. Dang, dude. That's wild. Easy, thanks for being here. Is a gun with the ring on the back sporterized? Yes, it is. Schmidt Rubin. Sadly sporterized, but it is what it is. I do have one 1911. I'll show you. Right there. Colt U.S. Army. 1911, made in 1917. Yeah, no, the M1, your local redneck, absolutely. They've definitely skyrocketed. Seems all the cool surplus just got up. Yep, everything surplus tends to just go up like crazy, to be honest. You got one of them there, miniguns. I need a minigun, like an actual minigun. That'd be cool. Makes me nervous, absolutely. Caleb, thanks, bud. Yeah. Crayon, I want one of those Taurus TX22s with FRTs. Those things are insane. If you guys haven't seen those, check that out. Hey, Little Mater, thanks so much. I feel like I'm barely coherent on these streams. My brain like doesn't work trying to answer so many questions. No 4 bores, not yet. Just sub. Thanks so much for subbing, guys. We're almost at 73K subs. You guys are the best. I do appreciate you. Do I have an AL5 shotgun? I don't think so. I don't know off the top of my head. No M14s, no 243s. AK, Zastava M70 right there. Do you have or are you thinking about grabbing the 500 Smith & Wesson? I am thinking about it, absolutely. That one would be pretty cool to have. John Crump News, absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. We could definitely collab at some point. I've got an email on my channel. If you want to reach out to me, we can totally do something. Let me make sure. I think I subscribed to you, dude, but let me make sure I did. One sec. Because I think I remember you being in the stream a couple times ago. I was not subscribed, but I'm subscribed now. But yeah. Yeah, we can definitely do something, bud. Kimber 2K11, if you're looking for the best 2011. Okay, interesting. I'll have to look into it, bud. Thoughts on 5.7? I don't personally have anyone, but or have any, but I don't know. Am I going to SHOT? I don't think so. I debated on going to SHOT Show, but I don't know, man. I'll probably sit this one out this year, but I might go next year. We'll see. Browning pistol, none of those yet. And we're back. We're back, guys. Show bolts and levers. Hey, Kevin, awesome collection. Earned the Subman Tropic Lightning. Kevin, thanks so much, man. I do appreciate you, buddy. Dude, I miss the 25th ID. Not gonna lie. Going to the beach every day was pretty nice. Taking the kids to the beach and all that. So let's get some W's in the chat for Kevin. Buddy, we're gonna do an M1 Grand Ping. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thanks so much. I appreciate you, dude. All right. Although I don't miss going to KTA. I don't know if you ever went to KTA during like JPMRC. It would always rain. And I only brought like one uniform one time, so I got soaked. That was a rookie mistake, but it is what it is. First gun was a Mosin right there. Or yeah, one like that. No 338 Lapuas, not yet. It's not a real Saiga. It's an SDS Link, so it's the Chinese clone. Still cool, but I need an actual one. Civil War rifles. Yes, I've got one Colt 1862 musket. It's a rifled musket, as well as, what do we got? Smith & Wesson Model 2 Army, made in 1864. So this one's kind of a weird one. It's not really like Army issued, but soldiers would typically get these with their personal funds and stuff like that. So one of the first revolvers that had like an actual cartridge, so you didn't have to do like black powder and stuff. I mean, it would have black powder, but it would be a cartridge. And so what do we got? There's some interesting history on this. Wild Bill Hickok had one of these. He was carrying one in that poker match in Deadwood when he met his demise. General Custer had 2 engraved ones of these, and there's a Japanese samurai who fended off a whole bunch of attackers with one of these. Definitely cool. Interesting history about it. So ammo for it is very hard to come by these days, so eventually I'll get some, but we'll see. Yes, I do have a 1911, 1917 Colt U.S. Army. I think I said it, made in 1917, but yeah. What gun do I like the most? I've got a lot that I like. I do like the SVT-40. It's one of my favorite rifles, for sure. Your Gramps had a 50 BMG. Nice, dude. That's awesome. James, I'd love to have any of those. Not yet, though. Hey, Gerald, thanks so much. Love the collection, man. Great job. Thanks, Aaron. You guys are really too kind. I don't really get that much hate on the channel. Sometimes we get people trolling, but I really don't mind it. I think it's funny half the time, so. Nambu looks cool. Hey, thanks. It does jam a ton, but I like it. My favorite gun is all of them. Dennis, that is the correct answer. You definitely won. Absolutely. I hope everyone's having a chill day. Absolutely. I'm having a chill day. Hopefully you guys are too. M1 carbine is right there. I need and want a 410-22. John Doe. Yeah, that'd be cool, dude. Favorite handgun. Now it depends. Like for concealed carry, right now I carry that Glock 19. But just like for fun, Desert Eagle is pretty fun. Okay, you guys are going to hate me for this. I do like shooting the high point. It's kind of fun too. I wouldn't use it for much, but anyway. Hey guys, thanks for 72K, 800. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I think we'll probably hit 100K by the end of the year. We will see though. Yeah, Gil, absolutely. I thought it'd be funny to put the high point right by the Desert Eagle. So, is that a 4570 single shot pistol? It sure is, Jesse. 4570, that thing's insane. Can we get a better look of what's underneath the shelf under the pistols? Yeah. So first off, I'll go through all these real quick, and then I'll show you everything down here. So right here is the Earl. It's a 22 revolver, a CZ27. That's World War II handgun. Steyr SPP and 9mm. Hungarian PA63, HK VP9 SK, Glock 19, Rock Island Armory M206, Glock 21. I think I said Glock 19, but that's a Glock 19. Daniel Defense M4 V7 Pro. This is a Federal Riot gun, a 37mm launcher, as well as a TAC 79 as well. PSA Stuysen right here. So this is like the PP19 Bison clone from PSA. Keltec Sub 9, so this is the predecessor to the Sub 2000. B&T GHM9 with a Omega 9K suppressor. Also got a High Point 995 carbine, Zastava M70. That's a Mosin 9130, a Gewehr 88. That's a World War I rifle, as well as P14 Enfield. Those two are World War I rifles, so anyway, kind of cool, guys. Hopefully I answered some people's questions. What do we got? KSA Crickets right here. Yes, Concercom, absolutely. The M206 is 38 special. Let's see. I've got the Heritage Rough Rider and Taurus Judge and Heritage Barkeep. All right. 1911. I do have a 1911 Shark. It's a World War I 1911 made in 1917. Any muskets? I've got a few muskets. Japanese Matchlock right here. Very old musket. What else? What else we got? A Colt rifled musket right there, made in 1862. All right. Hey, Christine, thanks so much. I appreciate you. What's your take on the Rock Island 1911s? I personally don't have any, Johnny Tsunami, but I could definitely get one at some point just to try to check it out and tell you guys what I actually think. Yeah, so this Nambu is 8mm Nambu. I've got some ammo somewhere. I should pull it out and let you guys see. It's like I like a bottleneck kind of thing. Looks kind of interesting. Kurt Cobain. Yeah, so the Remington Model 11, I believe, is what he used, which is that right there, which is kind of morbid, but all right, there you go, I guess. Do you have an AK-47? I do. I've got a Zastava M70 right there. 410-22. I don't think I have any. I've got some 410s, 410-45 Colt, the Judge, as well as 410-45 Colt right there. So I do appreciate you tons for keeping these old living pieces alive. Hey, thanks so much, your local redneck. I appreciate you, buddy, for real. Would I get a High Point AR-15? I would, yeah. I'd check it out. Hey, how's it going, Rizzler? Missed you too, buddy. I do appreciate you. I do have the Desert Eagle. Kenneth, it is right there. 50 Action Express, Tiger Stripe, ridiculous, but kind of think I should get some ridiculous grips for it though. Make it look even more tacky and dumb, but I don't know, we'll see. I do have a Glock 19 Olivia. That's what I carry. I like it a lot. I've got an RMR on it as well as this weapon light. That's what I carry, so. Dragunov, no Dragunovs really, but I've got this right here, Romanian PSL. What else we got? I do have a Red Ryder, absolutely indigo. My first Red Ryder, well, that was my first like BB gun kind of thing. This one I think is just a buck Daisy thing, but I do have the actual Red Ryder back at my parents' house in North Carolina. So you don't need that many guns. That's true. You don't like really need this many. But I kind of like having like a museum kind of thing. So the most dangerous weapon in that room is 100% of that E-tool. You're not wrong. That is definitely the craziest one. People don't know about that E-tool. Okay, AKs. I've only got Zastava M70 as well as the Romanian pistol. Hey, Rizzler, donating to fund for a Winchester lever action 10 gauge. Rizzler, we can do that, buddy. Let's get some W's in the chat for Rizzler. Thanks so much for the 5. And let's give you a ping, bud. I would definitely take one of those. That would be super cool, man. All right, here we go. Ping for you in 3, 2, 1. Rizzler, I appreciate you, buddy. Love you, dude. All right. Get that back on the wall. Anytime we get super chats, we do an M1 grand ping. If there's something you guys want me to rack, send a super chat and I'll do it. I say send a super chat because otherwise we would be racking everything the whole stream. Love you too, bud. Love you too, Rizzler. What knives, bayonets, tack shovels do I have? I've got the E-tool right there. That's my Army issued one. They issued me 2 on accident, so I got to keep one when I left active duty. But yeah, it is pretty distinct, Chiba. Absolutely. Okay, no switches. No switches yet. Well, actually, no switches at all, but I might get an FRT. I forgot, switches and FRTs are not the same. Chase, thanks for being here. FRTs, we'll get one eventually, but not yet. Let's see, I have to ask you something. Is it raining towards you because it's storming and there's a flood warning? We have been getting a lot of rain today. Yeah, there's some storm coming over. Been over most of Missouri today, so yeah. I don't think I have any flood warnings, though. No micro Dracos, not yet. Desert Eagle is right there. Teresa, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. Guys, we'll probably hit 73K tonight. We will see. Okay, I got a Mauser right there. Spanish Mauser, 1916. It's a cool one. It's sad when people give their granddad's guns. Yes. Story of a lady who was going to give them a captured STG-44. Dang, man. I'm glad they didn't destroy that. That definitely hurts my heart. Like, just a piece of history. And those STG-44s are worth a ton. A ton. Like, pretty much my whole collection combined. Let's see. John Green, Vanity, you're a little crazy. Let's see. 100 grand. Yeah, for sure, dude. Zombie Apocalypse. If there was a Zombie Apocalypse, I'm grabbing that SP1 up there, the Colt SP1 with the bayonet. I'll also grab that Trank shotgun, throw a bayonet on that. And, okay, well, if I have to do what The Walking Dead has told me, that the Colt Python is like the one to use, so we'll use that. Guy with Slides, how you doing, bud? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I saw your text. I definitely want a Type 38. I feel like I just need to save up, though. You live in Missouri. Nice, man. I'm not too far from Kansas City. Dude, your boy, that's wild, bud. PSG-1 clone. Yeah, so kind of. It's a HK SR9T. So this is the poor man's HK. Is that an SKS with a scope? Dennis, thanks for the 2-man. Maybe you're talking about this. This is a Romanian PSL. Hopefully that's what you were asking. But let's get some W's in the chat for Dennis. I'm going to heart this and like it. And we're going to give you a ping, buddy. So anytime we get super chats, we do an M1 Garand ping. Dennis, this one's for you, man. 3, 2, 1. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. All right. Get that back on the wall. And get you guys off this. I'd love a C96. I really would. Eventually, though. Oh, yeah. No, Guy with Slides. I was going to say, dude, that was not much. That was a good amount of beans, if you know what I'm saying. So, good for him. Take High Point down for real. I do like the High Point, man. I got to remember where I came from. This was the first handgun I ever shot, so. Well, the 45 version, not the 9mm. I hope you go big. We'll see. I'm trying to make this into a full-time gig. We've been doing this about 8 or 9 months. I feel like we've gotten a lot of subs in that time frame, so I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, I'm here for the long run. That's why I appreciate it tons when folks keep the old stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, I plan to hey guys, thanks for sending that stuff, guys. MPA, Dennis. Hey, I'm back. Let's hear the Desert Eagle. You got it, bud. We'll do the Desert Eagle, MPA. Can you hold it up and give some input on it? So I can't pick any of these up, sadly. YouTube is really weird about live streams. I can't touch anything or anything like that. I could make a video on it for you, though. You heart that and like that, too. Let's get some W's in the chat for MPA and Dennis. We're going to rack the Desert Eagle real quick for MPA. So let me grab that. All right, here we go. This is the Desert Eagle. All right, I'm going to rack it one more time for you guys. All right. Get that back on the wall, and we'll do an M1 Garand. Well, we'll do 2 M1 Garand pings. So 1 sec. All right, MPA, this one's for you, bud. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, buddy. And Dennis, this one's going to be for you too. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, bud. You guys are the best. I do appreciate you guys. You guys help me be able to do this full time, supporting the channel and all that. So I really do appreciate you guys. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anything. We are good to go. Oh, okay, Dennis, how about a close-up and some feedback about it? Yeah, for sure. So let me heart that and like it real quick, and we'll show you this stuff up close. So this is Romanian PSL 762 by 54R. So this is Romanian's version, kind of the SVD, Dragunov, whatever you want to call it. Try to show it a little bit. So the story on this. So Romania was wanting some SVDs. They talked to the Soviet Union and were like, hey, can you send us over some? Or can you guys let us start making them? But I believe Romania had like protested something the Soviet Union had done. Off the top of my head, I want to say it was like something with Bosnia. And so the Soviet Union was like, go kick rocks. We're not giving you SVDs. So then they made it themselves, essentially. But yeah, so this is their version. It's essentially an oversized AK. Looks very similar to the SVD, but mechanically they're pretty different. But yeah, hopefully that was a decent enough answer. If you guys, if I'm completely wrong, let me know in the chat. But Dennis, let's do an M1 Garand ping for you, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys being here. Get that thrown back on the wall. All right. Okay, you're in Kansas City. Nice, man. We're not too far from each other then. Oh, hey, Rizzler. Thanks for the 5. Let's hear the Winchester 1897. Let's do it. So this one's a Marlin. Marlin model 23, 24, but I'll still rack it for you. Rizzler, I got you, buddy. And let's see, ConcertCom, you have any weird, interesting ammo to show? Yeah, I'll definitely show that in just a second. Let's do the rack this Marlin real quick. Let you hear it. All right, now this thing is in crappy condition, but still, we'll do it. All right, here's this. If I can figure it out. Hang on, it's been a minute, guys. Bro. All right, one more time. All right, hopefully you could hear that decently. Okay, weird ammo. I don't have any out on display, but some weird ammo. Also, don't worry, I'm going to do 2 pings for you guys in just a second. So this one shoots 32 rimfire. Kind of hard to come by these days. As well as, let me grab my trusty pointer. Stevens Falling Block. That's a 25 Stevens right there. Now, the weirdest ammo I've got is probably going to be 8mm Nambu right there. It looks kind of weird. I'll have to show it at some point. So, but yeah. Okay, we're going to do 2 M1 Garand pings for you guys. I appreciate all you guys donating. Seriously. It helps the channel grow and helps me be able to do this full time. So here we go. Rizzler, this one's for you, bud. 3, 2, 1. And ConcertCom, this one is going to be for you, bud. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate everybody. Guys, we're almost at 72K, 900 subs. We're like not that many away. All right, Rizzler, you're wild, buddy. I love you, man. Yeah, not a criminal. These are all legal, completely legal to have. Trying to increase that weird ammo fund. ConcertCom, I appreciate you, buddy. We'll get some weird ammo, that's for sure. I should get an AK-47 soon. Yes, I definitely need to. Yeah, so this is a old bayonet that I use. I've got this little baby hand on it, so I don't have money, sadly, but I'm getting my allowance soon. You do not need to donate. Ryan, save your money, bud. I appreciate you. Okay. Hey, John Paul Jones, thanks for being here, buddy. I do appreciate you. You're an awesome mod, dude. Seriously. Do you have an M1 Garand bayonet? No, but I think someone might send me one. We'll see. I need to set up a P.O. box, guys, so that we can do like mail call and stuff. So you guys can send me some wild stuff. Hey, Seal Dude, thanks so much, dude. I appreciate you stopping by at 2 a.m. Thanks, I appreciate you. Yeah, no, I appreciate you, man. You're the best. Guys, we are 15 away from 72K 900. Eric, I do like some Legos. I'm a little bit of a child, so I like them though. Got to play paintball for my birthday, just not airsoft. Nice, nice. Paintball is definitely fun. How big is the collection? SKS versus the gun I mentioned. Yes, Dennis. So let's look. This right here is let's look right here. This is an SKS, a Norinco. Now it should have the magazine, like this one right here. Maybe we'll show that one. So this is 10 rounds of 7.62 by 39. So what an AK takes right there. Now, depending on the kind of SKS, it has a different bayonet possibly. This one's a Norinco, so it's got that spike bayonet. This one is a Yugo SKS, so this is Yugoslavian. Also 7.62 by 39, but it has a blade bayonet. And as you can see, they look a little bit different. So this is 7.62 by 54R. This is what the Mosin shoots, what the PKM shoots. Probably some other stuff I can't think off the top of my head. Really, this is just kind of like, it looks very similar to the SVT-40. So correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Did the SKS come before the AK or maybe right around the same time? I can't remember off the top of my head, but anyway, it definitely looks kind of like an earlier AK kind of thing. But I'm probably wrong on that, so don't quote me on that. Dennis, let's get some W's in the chat for Dennis, and we'll do an M1 Garand ping. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thanks so much, Dennis. Let's check the leaderboard, we'll see where everybody's at. Okay. The Rizzler, you're number 1, bud. Dennis is number 2, Invisible Bear is 3, ConcertCom is 4, MPA is 5. Thanks all you guys. And let's see. All right, AK-47. Yeah, well, 47. Yeah, that makes sense. I do have a Colt 45. I do have a Colt 1911 right there, made in 1917. It's a Colt U.S. Army. Ryan, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you. SKS is 45. Okay, interesting. So then I guess what, the SKS would have came before the 47? Of course, I'm camping right now and have bad internet. Aaron, camping is way more fun. You need to enjoy that. I'll be here when you get back. No worries. That is awesome. Oscar, thanks so much. I appreciate you. SKS came after the AK-47, but before the AKM. SKS originated in the 50s, but the Soviets wanted easier production. Okay, makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So the AK was around before, but maybe wasn't adopted until then. Okay, cool. No FN57s, not yet, guys. No Mac 90s either. We'll get there, though. Do I just keep all the guns out? Yeah, if I know I'm going to do a live stream, I'll keep them out. It's kind of a pain putting them up, but my brother donated to you like a week ago. He loves you. Keep it up, dude. His name is Seal. Yeah, no, I think I do remember it. Seal, dude. Thanks so much. If you see your brother, tell him I said thank you. And I appreciate you too, Seal, dude. M1 carbine. I do have an M1 carbine. Underwood right here. 30 carbine. So I think they went into service. Could have sworn the actual SKSs came after the actual 47s. Could be wrong. Okay, interesting. No, actually AK was first, but had problems. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so that makes sense. I'm gonna have to like research this. I'm very like ignorant when it comes to most of the SKS AK stuff. I need to get into it. So I do have the jugs right there, right there. Dennis, yeah, no worries, bud. That's honestly what this is all about, just learning. There's a ton of stuff. I can't stand whenever I go to a gun shop or something and people act like they know everything about guns, because you just can't. There's way too much to know. I learn something new just about every day with this stuff. Like, you guys teach me a lot, so. Any grease guns? No grease guns. I'd love to have one, though. Will I ever get a modern Luger? Are you talking like the Ruger? I'd love to have a Ruger pistol for sure. You're more interested in the Lego sets. Well, I'll show you real quick. Got some Lego Star Wars Boba Fett's throne room. What else we got? ATST, Boba Fett's micro fighter, a few other things. Obi-Wan's starship, starfighter, sorry, and the Rebel U-wing from Andor. That's a Twilight Lego set down there too. So anyway, Lee Enfields. I've got one Lee Enfield #1 Mark III, 303. Love that thing. W.A. Oscar, thanks. I appreciate you. Thanks, guys, for being here. We've been going for about an hour. I'll probably hop off soon, go spend some time with the wife. But we are almost at 72K, 900. One more, and we'll hit it. We'll just wait right here for a second. Second I look away, it'll go up. I do appreciate you guys, for real. Let's see. I guess I could tell you about this right here. This is a World War II Japanese sword, Shingunto Type 95. That's a cool one. So, delivery in Brazil. Now I looked away. Yep. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Any Ithacas? No Ithacas. A Peak 501st Legion set. I completely agree. I forgot I got it. Yeah, right there. Absolutely, bud. You got a World War II Japanese knife. Nice, Oscar. Purple, pink, and blue ones. These are KSA crickets for my kids. I teach them how to shoot with them and teach them gun safety and all that. What does my wife think of the guns? She is for it. I definitely picked right. That's for sure. Love the wife. She's normally watching, so hey, wife. Thanks for everything that you put up with. My bro has been up at like 4 a.m. every day. Man, do I have specific live times or random? I typically go live about 7 p.m. Central Time, which is about 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, stuff like that. So, and I'll try to do more lives tomorrow. Got to take the kids to a birthday party tomorrow, but I'll probably be on in the morning and definitely at night. So, all right. No Tech 9s. I do have, closest thing is this Steyr SPP right here. Looks like it. So, 32 Smith & Wesson shorts. So this one's 32 rimfire, 1864 Smith & Wesson Model 2 Harley Boy, but that would be it. It's why the Russian SKSs are a pain to find. Okay, that makes sense. So there's probably a lot less. All right, thank you so much. I'm going to bed. Absolutely Seal Dude. Get some rest. I appreciate you. All right. It's also night, so I can't really do nothing right now, so I'm watching you. Hey, thanks so much, Aaron. I appreciate that. Have you ever played Russian roulette? No. Maybe with a Nerf gun when I was a kid, but no. I would not recommend that, for sure. Double barrel on the floor. So this is a Lefevre, something like that. I love all of your dreams, man. Keep going. Absolutely, Ryan. No worries. I'm going to keep going. I'm here for the long haul. I'm decaling my 172 scale plane right now. Nice, dude. Demo, are you going to do flight training? You definitely should. Eventually, I'll be a flight instructor, and I'll teach you, if not. But yeah. Keltec, I do have a Keltec Sub 9 right there. But yeah, probably in a couple years, like 2 years or so, I should, in theory, be a flight instructor, so I can teach people how to fly and all that. So I have it on Sunday. Okay. Wait, so are you actually doing flight training, Demo? What's the best rifle for a 6-year-old for deer hunting? Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know. Off the top of my head, for a 6-year-old, I don't do much deer hunting, so I'm not super sure off the top of my head. No AP9s. I do like B&T. The SKS was produced as a stopgap. Okay, interesting. I do like the Sub 9. I do. It runs pretty well too. So, Jeffrey, thanks. British Young Pilots is what I do. Nice, dude. Okay. So like, have you flown, or like, what do you fly? Do you fly a Cessna or like a Piper or what? Because Soviet doctrine treated the Kalashnikov as an SMG. Okay. Your local redneck, dude, I'm going to have to look into this. There's a lot. I'm not sure. All these types of channels, and just found you something like, Mr. Jordan, thanks so much. I appreciate that. Not yet, but soon. Okay, nice, dude. Let's see. Demo, you got to just email me. Or I've got your email. I'll email you. Andrew, thanks for the $2, man. I really do appreciate that. Let's get some W's in the chat for Andrew. We're going to do an M1 Grand Ping, and I'll rack something random for you guys. What should we rack? Let's do the 1911. Actually, let's do the Python. I'll try to let you hear. I don't think you'll be able to hear anything really, but dude, you can't hear that. Okay, I'm gonna do the 1911. Okay, 1911. All right, that was the 1911 right there. 1917 Colt U.S. Army. We're going to do an M1 Garand ping for you, Andrew. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Okay, there's that. All right. Andrew, AK on the floor. I got you. So that one that you're probably seeing right there is a Norinco SKS right there. Okay, but let's see. I've got another AK. I'll show you. Let's get some W's in the chat again for Andrew. Let me heart that and like it. Right there's his Zastava M70. I'll rack that and do an M1 Garand ping for you, man. I do appreciate you. For real. All right, here we go. All right. One more. And M1 Garand ping. Andrew, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you. All right. All right. No triple barrel shotguns, not yet. So this isn't an 1897. It is a Marlin 23, model 23, 24, something like that. But yeah. Is that a Marlin 22? Yes, this is a Marlin model 60 right here, chambered in 22. But yeah. Do I reload? I'm planning on getting into it, for sure. Haven't really done too much, but I do plan to. No PPSH 48s, not yet. Real guns are all real guns. Guys, I think I'm probably going to hop off tonight. I'll be back on in the morning. I'm going to go spend some time with the wife. But I will let you guys see me, and I'll say goodbye and all that. All right. Let's see. This is me. I'm Cody. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys all being here. So learn how to fly, talk to ATC, and basically everything. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Talking to ATC is not that bad. It's a little bit confusing at first, like talking on the radio and all that. You'll get it, though. I don't know about Europe, but in the U.S., if you're a pilot, like an airline pilot, you make a ton of money. Anyway. But yeah, I'm going to hop off, guys. I appreciate you all. I'll be back on tomorrow. So thanks so much for stopping by. You can't go wrong doing what's right. That's the same we have around these parts. So I appreciate you all. I'm going to hop off. I'm not in Europe. One of the other guys is in Europe. I'm in the U.S. I would not be able to have any of this in Europe, I don't think. So anyway, thanks, guys. Bye. Love you.